Wright and Kathleen Beauvais with another series of holistic health tips from Health Declassified. So Kathleen is going to dive straight into what she's been exploring this week. So you go for it, Kathleen.
Well, Peter, this is kind of interesting. We're going to be talking about the most dangerous pain reliever, which is probably found right in your own medicine cabinet. Do you know what
I'm
I'm
going to
talking
jump.
about,
I'm
Peter?
going to jump in there. Is
Yeah.
this the one that President Trump's been talking about that shouldn't be used by pregnant women?
Well, let me share some information with you.
Please.
It's We're talking about acetaminophen, which is found in Tylenol, right?
Hmm.
It says because acetaminophen, and by the way, this is an article from Dr. Mercola's site. We'll provide a link in our newsletter to that full article, but here are the highlights. Because acetaminophen is sold over the counter, many people think it's safe. Many people are unaware that acetaminophen is not only in Tylenol, but it's also in dozens of cold, flu, and sleep remedies. So, acetaminophen is the leading cause of acute liver failure in developed countries, and even normal doses have been shown to stress the liver in otherwise healthy adults. Isn't that alarming? So, I
Wow.
want to
Yeah.
say that Tylenol PM combines acetaminophen with diphenhydramine, creating risks not only for liver damage, but also for memory loss and dementia.
Wow.
So, long-term acetaminophen use in older adults is linked to gastrointestinal bleeding, ulcers, high blood pressure, heart failure, and chronic kidney disease. So the drug harms your body by depleting glutathione, your master
Mm.
antioxidant, and disrupting protective systems that safeguard your stomach, your heart, and your kidneys. So they found that healthy adults taking 4 grams of acetaminophen daily developed spikes in liver enzymes within just a week. So, signs of liver harm were seen in more than three-quarters of participants in a study that they
Wow.
did, a clinical study that is. So, safer pain relief strategies include natural options like curcumin, magnesium, and lifestyle practices, along with boosting your glutathione levels through foods,
Mhm.
and that's what they're suggesting, Peter, and fascinating and also frightening.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Frightening, and for our viewers and our listeners in Europe, South Africa, and probably Australia, uh, the brand name Tylenol is not as well known, but paracetamol is the same thing, right? And one of the brand names, I think, another one is Bezerol or Panadol maybe. So, but paracetamol is the same active ingredient, right?
Oh my, really? Okay, so yeah, you have to be careful
Yeah,
about those different names, right? And they're all the same, basically the
for
same
sure. Same thing.
product.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And I
So,
just wanted to talk a little bit about 6 science-backed benefits of generosity. Have you heard of this, Peter? Apparently, it's really good to be generous. Well, we already know that, but
mhm.
here are 6 science-backed benefits of generosity. So, number one, it reduces stress. It helps to improve your heart health. It helps to boost your mood. And of course, we all know that, right? Doesn't it make you feel good when you share, give something to somebody?
Sure.
And number four, it increases longevity. They say here that older adults who volunteer live longer on average due to increased social connections, a sense of purpose, and reduced isolation. And then the fifth one is strengthen social ties. So giving builds connections and reduces loneliness. And the final one here, it enhances purpose. So people who regularly give report higher life satisfaction and meaning. So there you go. So be generous.
Ah, there we are. So I mustn't act like a Scrooge now. I must be more
Yeah.
generous. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, you already are, my friend. You already are.
Thank you for that, as are you. I picked up two interesting ones this week. They were both on Epoch Health. First one is about curiosity. And a 4.5 year study, researchers found that a 1 point increase in cognitive activity score was associated with a 33% reduction in risk of Alzheimer's disease. Right?
Wow.
So what they're saying is if you play Sudoku, do other puzzles, play games, crosswords, whatever, anything like that, right? Or read something that's going to stimulate your brain, not just watch mindless TV. If you do something like that every day, it makes a huge difference on your chances of getting, or reduces significantly chances of getting Alzheimer's. So we'll put a link in the newsletter about that because this is really important.
Mhm.
What do you think about that, Kathleen,
Oh.
about curiosity?
Well, you know what? It doesn't surprise me, right, Peter? I mean, it's like what they say, use it or lose it. So if you're using your brain in
Yep.
other, then of course it engages certain parts of your brain. It helps with the functioning aspects of your mind. So yeah, absolutely buy into that for sure.
The second one, and this is a follow-up because we spoke, I think last week or the week before, we spoke about IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, right?
Mhm.
And there is now a breath test because there's another condition called SIBO, which is small intestine bacterial overload. Sorry, 78% of people with IBS condition also have this SIBO.
Mhm.
And they've just come up in the States with a breath test for this. And the reason the breath test works is that it detects hydrogen and methane in your breath. Now, the human body, cells in the human body can't produce hydrogen and methane, right? Only bacteria can produce hydrogen and methane. So what happens is if you've got this overload of bacteria in your gut or IBS, the bacteria can generate hydrogen and methane. It permeates into your bloodstream and it's exhaled in your breath. So this is how the blood test picks it up, right? It's quite incredible. There's also another problem. There's an organism called Arachias, which is like a bacteria, but it's not a bacteria. It's similar
Mhm.
size, cell structure is different, and they're almost all totally resistant to all antibiotics. And people with this SIBO have an overload of these things, and that also causes bad fermentation. And it also causes hydrogen sulfide, which is another gas that can be detected by a breath test. So if you're suffering from continual stomach upset, think it's IBS, you might want to look into this breath test. I think it's only available in the USA at the moment. They say it's not that expensive, but they didn't give a figure. But it might be a good one to look at. Isn't that amazing that
Fascinating.
you can have a
Absolutely.
breath test to find out what's wrong with your gut? Eh?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and I got to ask you, Kathleen, another week's gone by and you're still on your drops. How are you doing on your magic
Yeah.
drops?
Well, you know what, Peter? I think they're fantastic. They're from Partner Co. They're called Slenderiiz, and this system really is all about balancing the hormones. It helps support proper thyroid functioning, the aids in digestion. It helps to level out your sugars and your insulin levels. And I have to tell you, Peter, I am sleeping so well on the night drops. So they come in day drops, night drops, and I'm absolutely loving this product.
Oh, jolly good. Good. Well, it's good to hear that you're sleeping better. So that's always good.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at what happened on Health Declassified this week. Well, we didn't have a guest interview. We had a guest interview last week,
Mhm.
and that was Rabbi Daniel Cohen. He's helped thousands of people discover how to align their daily actions with their deepest values. It's a really interesting episode. So if you didn't catch it before, there'll be a link. Go and listen to or watch Rabbi Cohen's episode. Who have we got coming up? Well, next week, next Tuesday, will be Deborah Zucker with her Vital Medicine, Vital Health Map, and she helps you live a healthier, happier life in all respects. So that's a good one coming up. 2 weeks after that will be Dr. Bill Andrews. He's an amazing guy, 71 years old, still running ultramarathon. And he talks about longevity and delaying the effects of aging. That's our lineup for the next couple of weeks. And of course, we also always have a book, and we're going to again feature last week's guest, Rabbi Daniel Cohen, with his book, The Secret of the Light. And it's quite a nice little story about a young man in New York who's searching for meaning, and that's what the book's all about, a really good book. And that's the wrap up from me. So back to you, Kathleen.
Well, until next week, take care, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.